Good morning, Belen. I'm Alejandro Guerrero.
And I'm Carlos Cristobal. Welcome to this edition of WBLN for today, April 26, 2016.
It goes without saying that Belen is a special place, but what makes our school so special are the people in it. Students, administration, staff, maintenance crew, and of course the faculty. Yesterday, the school held a special assembly to honor the 41 years of service of Mr. Nuñez to the Belen Jesuit community. Mr. Nuñez has held many different positions at Belen, from art history teacher to dean of students to assistant principal to director of the Ignatian Center. Mr. Nuñez will retire at the end of this academic year. Thank you, Mr. Nuñez, for your inspiration and dedication to teaching our students what it means to be a man for others.
Tonight, from 5:30 to 7:15 p.m., members of the art classes will hold the 2016 student exhibition. The event will begin with literary readings and conclude with the induction ceremony for the National Art Honor Society. At 7:30, the Belen Jesuit bands will hit the stage in their 2016 end-of-the-year concert. Performances directed by Miss Marlene Urbay. Tickets are $10.
The U.S. is sending an additional 250 special operations troops to Syria. That's from 2 U.S. officials who say President Obama will make a formal announcement tomorrow. Those U.S. forces will not do any direct fighting. Instead, their goal will be to advise Syrian forces in the hope that they would take more territory from ISIS near Raqqa. That city is the Islamic State's de facto capital. The U.S. already has 50 special operations forces doing similar work in Syria. A senior administration official says Obama decided to send more troops.
The Secretary also indicated we were prepared to do more in the fight against ISIL in Syria, and today the President spelled that out in more detail. He has authorized the deployment of up to an additional 250 U.S. forces, including special operations forces, medical and logistics personnel, to be deployed to Syria to assist local Syrian forces who are taking the fight to ISIL. This new complement will build on the success of the 50 special operators previously deployed to Syria. Those forces have improved our picture of the battlefield, made connections with local capable forces, and enhanced our targeting efforts in Syria. These new forces will expand those efforts and build on what's been working. They will help our partners on the ground capitalize on their progress and increase the pressure on ISIL at this critical time. Secretary believes this deployment will make a tangible difference in the campaign to defeat ISIL.
The anniversary of Chernobyl is being marked across Ukraine, where the effects of the disaster are still being felt far and wide. It is exactly 30 years since the explosion at Chernobyl nuclear power station in Ukraine, the worst nuclear accident ever seen. The explosion cast a radioactive cloud over huge areas of Ukraine, Belarus, and Russia. More than 30 people died in the immediate aftermath, and thousands more are thought to have been affected. 2 U.S. F-22 fighter jets have flown to Romania on Monday as part of a EUCOM deployment. The jets have flown to the strategically important location of Mihail Kogalnicinu, an airport near the city of Constanta, located on the Black Sea, close to the Ukraine border, and near Sevastopol in Crimea, a seat of the Russian Navy. It is the first time U.S. F-22 jets have landed in Romania, and it is part of the largest ever deployment of 12 F-22s to Europe ahead of offensive and defensive Con-Air training with allies in the UK and other NATO countries. The 2 F-22s will return to the UK later on Monday.
Now here's who's meeting this week. Stay tuned as we bring you weather and sports right after these messages.
Good morning, Belen. Let's take a look at your forecast for today. Right now, it's pretty clear, but it'll get partly cloudy throughout the rest of the day. Take a look at your highs and lows. Today's going to be a high of 83, low 71, relative humidity 58%, winds east-southeast at 13 miles per hour, partly cloudy, and precipitation at 20%. Take a look at your highs and lows for the next 3 days. Wednesday is going to be a high of 80. High in the 80s, low in the 70s, with a 20% chance of precipitation. Thursday is going to be high in the 80s, low in the 70s, with a 40% chance of precipitation. And Friday is going to be high in the 80s, low in the 70s, with a 10% chance of precipitation. And that's the way it is.
The varsity volleyball team will hit the court against Sunset in the district semifinal. The match begins at 7 p.m. tomorrow. The varsity baseball team will play in the regional quarters at 8 a.m. To all students interested in being part of the team that will represent Belen varsity soccer for the 2016-2017 season, every Wednesday from 3:30 p.m. to 4:45 p.m. we'll be practicing to go efficiently preparing players. They will be taking care to measure the degree of commitment of each player. That's all for sports. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Be sure to follow us on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook for all the latest news and pictures. I'm Alejandro Guerrero.
And I'm Carlos Cristobal from everyone here at WBLN. Have a wonderful day and stay golden, Wolverines.
And that's the way it is!
Yeah.